particle size of the drug, particle size of the pharmaceutical ingredient or material plays critical role in the formulation. Particle size of the API, particle size distribution of the API directly affects the stability, directly affects the bioavailability, and in turn affects the safety and efficacy. Particle size of the API affects the manufacturability. So it is a critical material attribute. We should understand some terminologies regarding the particle size analysis, particle size, and the particle size distribution. The video is related to some basic terms that we should understand. Particle size analysis is a critical critical material attribute which affects the critical quality attributes, that is CMA affecting the CQS. It impacts the drug performance, manufacturability, stability, bioavailability, and that's why it is essential to know the impact of particle size during the research phase. Understanding regarding the particle size helps to understand and helps to ensure that the products or medicines developed are effective, safe, and consistent. The manufacturing process get affected by the particle size. Now we will see some basic terms. You might have come across the percentile values like D10, D50, D90 for the particle size. So D10 means 10% of the particles are smaller than this size. D50 is a median size. That means 50% particles are smaller and 50% particles are bigger than this particle size of D50. D90 means 90% of the particles are smaller than this size. And when you give the specification of D10, D50, D90, that means you are providing the specification with 3 tiers. These values describe the spread of particle sizes in a sample. Then span. So it is a measure of distribution width. Span means D90 minus D10 divided by D50. It shows how uniform or broad the particle size distribution is. So if you have smaller span, that means more uniform particles are there. And if this span is higher, then that means there is a variation or the particles are with different particle sizes and the particle size distribution is wide. Uniformity ensures the better flow, blending, and tablet quality when it is related to manufacturing of the tablet formulations. You should relate particle size of the API to all the formulations, not only the tablet formulation. Obscursion and weight residual. So this is also a term used many times. Obscursion is percent of laser light blocked by the particles during the analysis. And obscursion ensures correct sample concentration for accurate measurement. Then weight residual. So it shows how well the data fits the model. Less than 1% is good fit, that is accurate measurement, and 3 to 5% is a poor fit. That means possible agglomerates or air bubbles. Optical and scattering parameters. Refractive index. Optical property of a material and dispersant needed for precise size calculation using the theories like my theory. Scattering angle, the angle at which light is deflected by the particles. Small particles, wide angles, and large particles, narrow angles. So optical and scattering parameters like refractive index and scattering angle can help you to understand about the particle sizes. Why particle size matters? Because particle size directly affect the solubility, bioavailability, manufacturability, stability also. Solubility and dissolution rate is directly related to the particle size, specifically for the insoluble drugs which belong to VCS class 2 or 4. Different techniques are used to improve the solubility and bioavailability, like micronization, nanonization, use of surfactants, and some other techniques. Role in stability, texture, and manufacturability. So, effective surface area is the term. Effective surface area improves the drug solvent interaction and release control, stability and shelf life. Very fine particles may agglomerate, large ones may settle in suspensions. So particle size is directly related to the physical, chemical, and the biological activities. Taste and texture. Small particles give the smoother mouthfeel, which is generally required and good for the pediatric and geriatric patients. Manufacturability. Particle size affects the flowability, compressibility, blending, then blend uniformity also, content uniformity also. Particle size, it is a critical quality attribute. Particle size distribution is directly related to the product performance. So particle size of the API, if you say, it is a critical material attribute which have a direct impact onto the critical quality attribute of the formulation. So this video is related to some terms related to the particle size and particle size distribution. Whenever you are going to use the APIs in your formulation or you are starting to use, you should always have particle size data and you should relate the CQS of the drug product to the particle size. Thank you for watching the video, and if you have any questions you can comment or mail me. I will try to give answers. Thank you.